Tonight on the show, we've got one of the world's most famous singer-songwriters, and somewhere in the audience is his greatest fan.
At the Copa, the hottest fun.
Nope, can't see him anywhere. Let's start the show! The clues are here. On my sofa tonight, international superstar Barry Manilow is here, ladies and gentlemen. Barry Manilow. Classical singing sensation Katherine Jenkins is here. Beautiful. She's so beautiful. Top comedian Sean Locke is here. And dropping by later, little Miss Twinkle Toes herself, and Widdecombe is going to be here. I am so delighted to see Barry Manilow again. Oh, the Copacabana. Oh, the Copacabana. Home of the samba. One of the sexiest dances ever. Usually. As Barry tours the world, women of a certain age are always coming up to him, giggling, trying to give him flowers. Yeah. Barry, one can't smile without you. Actually, here she is without him. She's not wrong. I'm very excited. Katherine Jenkins is here. Most famous classical singer in the world. Well, after this man. Go! Katherine recently sang at the opening of golf's Ryder Cup. Yeah. There she is, with all the world's top golfers. I wonder if Tiger Woods enjoyed her performance. I think he did. Yeah. Just look at those hands. He's going, oh no, I've got to stand up soon. Sue Barker, Sue Barker, Sue Barker, Sue Barker. And I'm so looking forward to seeing Anne Widdecombe, and, of course, a huge fan of the show. Huge fan of the show. Here she is watching last week's episode. Mind you, oh, I tell you, she was brilliant, brilliant on Strictly. Here she is doing her most famous dance, the Paso Doble. Everyone loved that routine. Well, except for this man who's lost his job. She did some wonderful costumes, though. Do you remember this? Oh, and this. This. I wonder where the designers get their ideas from. Hey, let's get some guests on! Later on, we will be chatting to Anne Widdecombe, and there'll be music from the lovely KT Tunstall. But first, I picked my favourite look. Sean Locke is here! Looking very smart, sir.
Thank you.
Sit yourself down. And we really hit high now. This classical diva, Katherine Jenkins! Whoa! Beautiful! Hello. Sean, Katherine, there you go. And he's one of the great singer-songwriters of all time. Could it be magic? It is magic. It's Barry Manilow!
Everyone.
You're very welcome, all. But especially you, because I know you've got a very busy week.
I do.
You're doing this.
I'm doing this, yes.
And then
I'm going to the Nobel Peace Prize. I'm doing the... Well, I'm not getting... Look at you laughing. I'm performing at the Nobel Peace Prize in Norway. I'm on my way to Norway, where it's really cold. They told me it's like 8 below zero or something there.
So even colder than here.
I heard it was like really crazy cold here, right?
If you go outside, Barry, it is.
come from New York. It's not that bad, but you know, you guys aren't used to that.
But listen, your reward for making time in your busy schedule is that later you'll get to meet the Right Honourable Anne Widdecombe.
I've just been hearing and seeing pictures. I mean, wow, those pictures, holy mackerel. She's got a lot of guts to do something like that, you know.
Okay, she's backstage. Let's pedal softly. Because, of course, you performed on Strictly, didn't you?
I have done a few times, yes.
Yes.
Did you dance?
No, I didn't.
No,
I would
she
like
did-
to learn to dance like that, though.
She did singing, and then
Yeah,
she picked
yeah.
up her boyfriend.
Yeah. Oh.
You did? That's where you met Gethin, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, because he was one of the celebrities. And
I was singing with Andrea Bocelli. You know, I came off stage and...
yeah.
And then,
Oh, that's nice.
And are you a fan of Strictly?
Well, Graham, it's like the BBC sat down and designed a show entirely around me. It's like they said, what does Sean like? It's celebrities dancing sequins. I couldn't believe it.
But are you a fan of reality shows in general?
I like them for a bit, but I don't like the way they revel in the elimination. It's all about the getting rid of people, isn't it? It's all about that moment where they go, it's not you. You know, that sort of cutting off people. You know, like, it's my at school. We used to pick football teams at school, and you'd have two captains, and they'd call all the names out, and eventually it'd be just me and a girl with a built-up shoe. So... and then I'd hear that dreaded sound, Eleanor. And, if you're last, they don't even call your name out, do they? They just go, come on, then.
But listen, in better news, Barry, congratulations. You're nominated for a Grammy again. Again!
It's always a surprise. Thank you. Thanks. It's always a surprise. You know, I'm glad that they found me.
But you must have lost count by now, the number of times.
No, I haven't been nominated that many times, but it's always great.
And so you've got the Grammy nomination, but also you're back touring with really big shows. You're back here, is it next May you're back?
I am. I'm at the O2 for a couple of nights, for 4 nights so far at the O2 in May. I can't wait. I love the British crowd. I love it. We have had a love affair from 1978 on.
No, because I think it's interesting, that Vegas thing. I think we talked about this before, where, you know, when you do the O2 next year for 4 or 5 nights, it'll be to the rafters full of, you know, fanalos. But presumably in Vegas, by now, you're just getting a convention that's in town and this is what you're doing.
You're right. You're right. One night it's the Cement Mixers Convention. The next night it's the Pole Dancers Convention. The next night, I once had the Proctologist Convention. That was weird. I to shake hands and
little torches in the dark.
They're very nice.
And does it make it harder to do the gigs then?
Yeah, it does, because when I've got a full house full of fans, it's like being in a house full of friends. But the Cement Mixer Convention, and a lot of them are drunk, me with a bunch of guys with beers. Can you imagine how difficult that is for me? But they come around at the end. It's okay.
No, because you must win them over.
I'm all right with them.
You won over a Black Sabbath crowd, didn't you?
Well, not really, but I did.
You survived.
I survived. I did. That was a shock when I had to follow Black Sabbath. Can you imagine? I can't even think about what I came out with.
I had to follow Tom Jones once.
You did?
Yeah, that's tough. I had to follow Tom Jones at a charity gig. It was at Wembley. And they said, because it was quite early on in my career, and the less successful you are, the later you go on the bill. But Tom had come from another gig. So they said, and you'll be on after Tom Jones.